Hello. How are you? um, I wanted to talk to you about how to balance the feminine and masculine energies in our bodies, especially being a woman, but this could be for men as well. Um, when we're in work mode, when we are, especially self-employed. Um, Most women, when we get into work mode, we have to be single focus, and that's a very masculine role, and that's fine. We have to do that to get things done. And I have a lot of clients. I have friends coming to me and asking me like, how do we balance this? Um, and I've been one that has gone way too far into the masculine and didn't have enough time for my feminine. And now I'm really learning and getting like what it's taking to actually balance the feminine masculine energies within me. So I want to like share that wisdom with you and what I've been working with people and women mostly. Um, and hopefully this helps men. So highly recommend that you have your work day. Let's say you're working 9 to 5, even if you're self-employed, or whatever hours you give yourself. Hopefully you give yourself hours. You have a chunk of time to yourself also. um, every 2 hours, get up and just like put some music on and have a little dance break, and you just kind of like jam out if that's your thing. If it's not your thing, don't do that. Maybe in 15 minutes you take a walk, you go outside, you get some fresh air, anything to like bring you back into that beautiful feminine state. I would say take a bath, but that might take more than 15 minutes. Maybe it's taking a shower, or getting out your favorite lotions, or listening to a favorite song, or something that drops you back in that soft space. And I know what happens is when we get into our masculine role, we're like, I don't have time for that. Set a timer. Every 2 hours, it goes off. You stop for 15 minutes and you do something just beautiful and luxurious and yummy just for you. And then when your lunch hour comes, which should be around, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours into your day, take that hour and a half, 2 hours, and do something really yummy for yourself. Maybe you have time for a hike. Maybe you have time to take a beautiful nap, and maybe you wear clothes, and if you wear clothes, maybe you put something really delicious on, or maybe you have a complete dance jam in your living room or kitchen or your office or wherever you are. And it's just finding what nourishes you, that gets your head out of like we get into this focus, single focus thing, which is very challenging for us women because we feel drained at the end of the day, and then we don't actually even know how to get in our feminine, because all day, 8 hours, we've just been like and we need to like come in to that softness, even if it's like and just dropping in and asking yourself, what do I need right now? What am I feeling right now? And you might have all that mental stuff of like work, and just like, yeah, okay, I hear you. And wow, when I get still, which is very feminine, when we get still, the answers show up. Maybe we're standing, and we need to sit down and massage our feet, or maybe we go for a massage, or maybe we just do soft caresses all over our bodies. And it's like finding that luscious, beautiful thing that takes you out of business mode and brings you back embodied in yourself, loving yourself, being just in joy, in love, in bliss with your body, in tune with your heart, with your yoni. Maybe you self-pleasured. That would be awesome. It's always a good break. It's always a good thing to do on your break. Seriously. Um, yeah, actually, I want to say something about that. It's really funny. Years ago, I think I was 19 or 20, and somebody recommended a book on healing, and in it talked about these women who self-pleasured, and some of them self-pleasured 5, 10 times a day, and I was like, where do they get the time for that? Being self-employed, it's like, oh yeah. But anyway, just slipped in my thought I'd share that with you. I'm noticing people are commenting, hey Connie, hey Eden, yay, awesome, oh, love you guys, yay. I think there's other more, I don't know if I can touch it and go up, but anyway, thank you for being here. So it's coming back, and I recommend, like, let's say you have an 8-hour day. So 2 hours in, you maybe you actually fix a drink or a tea or something you really love, and you just have that 15 minutes to yourself. Maybe you meditate, but do something that really feels good. Meditation can sometimes keep us in our head. Active meditation gets us in our body, and that's what women love, typically, get in our body. And I'm not saying all women love it, but it's typically a very feminine thing, which is like, oh yeah, sit on the floor and put your feet on the ground, on the floor, and your hips do hip rolls, and or circles when you're standing up, or your rib cage, and you're getting into your body, getting into your lusciousness. 2 15-minute breaks during your day, or more. And sometimes you want to do even 5 minutes every hour, or 7 minutes every hour. Anything just to let the brain relax a little bit. And then that 2 hours, go for a hike, go for a swim, go do something that's like really beautiful for you. A lot of women these days, I know, they're like, oh, lunch hour, that's when I go to the gym, and you're in that power mode. It's like, go to the gym, great, but can you drop into the feminine while you're doing it? It's like, you don't have to be the whole entire time, even though I love that space. Let me tell you, I love it. But what happens is when you're in that space, your feminine doesn't ever really get to relax and chill out with you. And you want to be able to like give it some time to do that. Even if it's like the last 5 minutes on your treadmill or your elliptical, it's just something like, okay, yeah, this is like my time. I'm just relax my mind. I'm gonna just feel my body, or getting in the jacuzzi. Come up with your ways, and every day it could be something different. Maybe you get fabric out and you dance with it, or you roll around on the floor with it, or whatever makes you happy. And then you come back to work mode. It is a little hard. Sometimes it takes us 5 minutes or so to go, okay, I have to go back to work. But you just kind of, and one other suggestion, sometimes it depends on a certain outfit you wear. Sometimes you're wearing something really beautiful and stuff like this, and sometimes you, like for business mode, you like put a certain shirt on, and that shirt or that dress or those pants make you go, okay, I'm in work mode. And especially when you're working at home, you can typically wear anything you want unless you're on phone calls or video. So it's really beautiful to be able to like, okay, hey, I'm taking this shirt off. That means I am off work, and now I'm putting the shirt back on, and that means I'm on duty. And so like that's when at work mode. It's just little tricks that you find for yourself. So it's always wonderful, like find those luxurious things that really just speak to you, and long deep breathing, certain scents, certain flavors, chocolate if you like chocolate, vanilla, whatever you like to eat. What else is on here? Hey, John. Hey. Yay, men are here. And men, find out what your thing is. Like, seriously, I'm not a man, but I can imagine, like, you guys are in program, you're in single focus a lot, and find something throughout the day that kind of, like, maybe takes your mind off of it and takes a break. And so you can find something, like, really fun to do. I know I've talked to men about some of this, and they like to read certain magazines that relaxes their mind, and maybe that's a good way of, on your lunch break or on a break, you can do that, or listen to a favorite song or something that you can focus on that allows your mind to really relax. Or even go get a massage, also very nice, because like touch really relaxes the mind, and dopamine and all that yumminess shows up into the system. And this day with so much cuddling going on, maybe you just, men or women, either way, you go get a cuddle session on your lunch break, or you find somebody that's like, hey, I'm having a lunch break, you want to cuddle on our lunch break? That's an awesome way to fill up as well. So anyway, there's some ideas and suggestions. And then when you come back to work, you go back to work mode and you set your alarm again. or you already have it set that, you know, if you go to work at 9, then at 11 it's going to go off, and then 1 o'clock's lunch, and then you come back at 3, something like that, and you're going until 6 or something like this, and you have a break somewhere in the middle there. So yeah, just like find a way just to have a beautiful day with it, balancing both. So okay, you have a beautiful day, balancing everything. Sending you lots of love. Ciao.